And we're back here once again with another episode of the MSK show. And this is going to be episode 281. So I hope you guys had a great day and I hope you guys have a great weekend that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the MSK show, we have two topics for you guys tonight. We will be going fully into the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad controversy that we lightly touched on Wednesday because, Gray wanted to know me and Warren's opinions on the situation, and we kind of just lightly touched upon it because me and Warren were already going to do the video on this episode of the MSK show anyway, So that's why I said, hey, just wait till Friday and it'll just be in a video format anyway, because I had to compile, not only just the ad itself, but all the replies, the articles I wanted us to go over, everything like that. So I know I said there was more TMNT stuff to talk about. We got to do that next week because the second topic is going to take a lot more time too. So that's why we only have two topics tonight. And the second one is going over the Fantastic Four versus Superman box office worldwide numbers so far. I do have one article that's going to cover pretty much Fantastic Four's opening weekend worldwide numbers and where Superman was at that current moment in time, and then we're gonna look at the actual overall numbers to see where things are at. So that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure you guys saw me raging out at people over another stupid thing Rumble has done. Here's what I'll say. We're probably going to cover this a lot more next week when Comics Dad kind of, comes on the show. I think he's coming on next week as a guest. My thing is this, is that if you go through life just sucking other people off without any actual thought in your brain, what good are you? Like I know people generally like yes men because that's just human nature. You want people to agree with you. But it's just one of those things where it's good Lord. So, I was talking about Rumble last night on my League of Legends stream I was doing. So today, right after this, they announced that in their creator program, you have to do you have to do these things. These are requirements you have to do to be in the program. You have to do 5 live ad reads for Rumble, and there's different forms of them. You could literally just only do the two that just promote Rumble Premium. So then I chime in
like a script, and you have to read it.
Yeah, you just read it live. But this is the big problem with that. So the big problem with that is that the reason why the creator program is pushed by some of these people is to push Rumble Premium, because that's how the good majority of the creators in the program make their money, right? And that's the biggest push right now that the company wants to do. So the reason why you would pay for Rumble Premium is that you won't have ads, just very similar to YouTube Premium. And there's no real extra bonus there. It's just, I just give this company $10 so I don't see ads, which is stupid, but whatever, right? Also, keep in mind, to even apply for this creator program, you need to have that Rumble Premium membership already. So they don't tell people that, but you have to have that, which is also disingenuous. So if you're following someone on Rumble and they have the streams where it's just Rumble Premium only, because they also have 5 hours you need to do just for Rumble Premium only, you have Rumble Premium so you don't see ads, so you have an ad viewing experience. So then
you're gonna be a member of it, like a content creator.
Just basically to apply, you need to already have Rumble Premium.
You have to pay for Rumble Premium just to be a monetized creator on Rumble.
No, that's just to basically have a requirement to even get in the program. You're not even in yet.
Shit, okay. Mm-hmm. So just to get into the program, you have to pay them for. So you're essentially,
it would be like on Twitch, if they charged you like $5.99 just to apply to being affiliate.
And they want you to read ads in order to annoy people into becoming premium members so they don't have to listen to you read ads.
Well, it's mostly like this. If I'm paying to not see ads, I don't care about seeing ads. I really don't. People make a little big. I just skip them, or I just don't even pay attention to them. I just mute when the ad comes on until the content comes back. But the point that I'm bringing up is, if I'm paying for an ad-free viewing experience, why the fuck am I subscribing to someone that's going to read ads to me? The point of that is to not be around
Do
ads.
you make any money from the ad read? Like, so are you, every time you do an ad read, Rumble
Depending
should
on
be
how many
making
viewers
money.
you get around, there's some cents on the
Oh,
dollar.
so if you have like 100 viewers and you do an ad read, they're going to throw you some change.
Yeah, you
for-
might
okay.
get some change. And that's
Yeah.
the thing too, is it's all dependent on how many live viewers and all that stuff. And there was just this whole big backlash today. And I'm sitting there telling people this. You have Rumble Premium, and now you're gonna be subscribing or following your favorite creators, and they're gonna in Premium, which don't supposed to have any ads, they're gonna read ads to you.
I would read them in
And
funny voices.
yeah, and then the other thing is basically we're going like, well, I don't want to just sell my audience something that I've never tried. That's the big point there too. You could be, and too bad, it doesn't really matter about what stuff you can choose. It's mostly like this is a requirement. You have to do this to stay in the program. Then also barring the fact that if you don't use Rumble Studio, you can't be in the creator program because that's a requirement. So I have to use inferior streaming software when I don't want to. Like, I want to use this. I pay for this because it's what I need for the show.
So you can't stream from StreamYard to Rumble.
You can. Those hours just won't count towards the creator program.
Oh, so
They
you'd
want you
almost
to
have
use
to take the
Rumble Studio.
recordings of these and then put them through Rumble Studio. And then
Yeah, you
get
can.
credit.
Oh, because Rumble Studio is just a live streaming.
Oh, so they want you to stream through. Okay.
Rumble,
wow,
yeah.
that's a lot of hurdles and bullshit to go through for.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then I think a lot of people were like, but MSK, you're monetized straight out the bat on Rumble. Yeah, you make $0.00. I actually, guys, some of the highest viewed content I ever had on Rumble when I was just only on there and X for that time period where I maybe have accidentally got something retconned out of existence. You know, certain things, right? You make like 3 cents. Actually, I'll even just before we go to the first topic, I'll just go over it. I'll just show you guys right now. I don't even care if they get mad at me. I truly don't give a fuck anymore. I'll just show you right now. I'm just gonna burn it all down tonight. People, you're drama. That's not drama for me. This is being transparent. And then
it would be funny though. Your favorite streamer, and all of a sudden they just stop and read like this scripted deal about like hemorrhoid cream or some shit. Like,
and then you're like, wait a minute. I thought I'm watching you exclusively through Premium to not have ads. But here, I'll show you guys right now. So this is not like all time, last 30 days. It doesn't matter. So people say, oh, but on MSK on Rumble, you're monetized right out the bat. Oh, great. Look at how much money I have there. This is me monetized straight out the gate.
Oh, you can retire soon.
Hell yeah. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. 9
Make sure
cents.
you're not doxing yourself or anything.
Oh, no. This is just the hours. Look
at
and keep in mind, the reason why I do put the content here, there's many specific reasons why I do. There's mostly like 3 reasons. So it being here means nothing. Guys, I truly don't care if my Rumble channel grew. I don't care if it lost viewers. I literally do not give a flying fuck. I just put it here because the content doesn't expire on here. And then if anything ever happens to like an episode of the show, I can just go and grab it from here. Maybe obviously I could have use for it, right? So you can just see right here, after 132 hours viewed, I got 9 cents.
Nice.
Got 3,354 views. I don't know how this is calculated or whatever. Sure. 9 cents. Yeah, you are monetized right out the gate. That means nothing. Do you know that if I was actually in YouTube's partner program and I had this, that would pay me about, I don't know, good 100, 120, 150 bucks? This paid me 9 cents. Last 90 days. Let's go last 90 days. Keep in mind, Rumble didn't even have a dashboard before. After all this, 10,000 plus views, 189 hours viewed out of you guys down here.
And you have 55 new. What are your followers at?
Oh, no, there's like five something. It's like 526. 526.
Nice.
Don't even, but it doesn't matter. I truly couldn't give 3 flying fucks if it went up, down. I thoroughly don't give a rat's flying furry behind. But another thing to bring up with this before we get to the topic, because that's a lot that I set up tonight, which is this. If I collaborate with someone on Rumble, because people say, just collaborate, MSK, I have. Keep in mind, everything someone has already told me, I've done, because I just think like 3 moves ahead, because I'm like Batman. I'm just that much of a genius, obviously. You collab with someone on Rumble, the person will most likely talk to you. It's been very half and half, but I'll say it's more 70-30 when it comes to getting people on versus not having them on versus bullshit. Their followers will come and talk to you in the Rumble chat. Some of them may follow, some of them won't. It's your choice. Then they'll never talk again. They don't watch, then they never talk to you again. Do you know how worthless that is for my time? That if I'm collaborating with someone, not our conversation is worthless. That's why. I'm not saying the person I'm talking to is worthless. I'm not saying that our conversation doesn't mean anything. But the point of a collaboration is that it's mutually beneficial for us to share that time together. And if your audience is going to follow and talk to me, and they're not going to interact with me later on, then what the fuck am we doing? Right? So I'll just take it here. People that are subscribed to me and who knew me went and subscribed to other people's channels and interacted with them. So, I don't know, Lapsed found Warren through me. So then Lapsed talked to Warren and is in his chat. See how that works? See how mutually... So it doesn't matter if it's just one person. That's one person you never had. That's one person you never had talking to you in your stream. It could be one person, it could be 3, it could be 10, doesn't matter, right? Collaborating on Rumble is worthless. The community, people keep saying the community thing of like, this community is full of love and also, I've never felt any of that. What community are you talking about? I don't feel any of that. I've never been rated, never been featured, none of that. And I have almost 1,000 followers. Am I ever going to be a part of the creator program? No, that shit is worthless to me. I don't care if I make a dime off the platform. I truly don't care, honestly. Streaming on Rumble is worthless. I would not be here unless content straight up didn't expire on Twitch and Kick. If Twitch had what Rumble had, where the content didn't expire, I would just put it over there. Why the fuck would I be here? And keep in mind, this platform offers nothing in the grand scheme of things, because instead of just being a platform, there's just freedom of speech is fine. I like that, but that's going to turn people off, which is being some sort of like right-wing leaning political platform. Just be a platform first, then people will trickle in. There's no algorithm, so if you put out pre-recorded content, then it doesn't do anything. It's worthless, and that's why I stopped talking about it, because it's just fucking pointless. Like, people say, but you just need to collaborate. Someone told me I had to work on my tags and my thumbnails and my titles. Me. People don't think I already do that? People not think I already do these things? They mean nothing here. That's what I'm trying to bring up to people. It doesn't matter what you do, because it's fucking pointless. It's like when...
Are people even game streaming? I mean, what's going on Rumble? All I know it for is politics. So is there much else, other stuff? Is it pretty much just a YouTube clone, but they don't care about copyrights?
Even if you game streamed on Rumble, people don't really watch them. If you're going to watch game streams, people just watch them on like Twitch and Kick, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the gaming section gets like 1,000 viewers total concurrent. Like, that's terrible. That's worthless, honestly.
I wish one of the platforms was more friendlier to drawing streams, but I don't know. Maybe just drawing streams are boring. I'm not 100% sure, but nowhere do they really kick up anywhere good. Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, kinda. There's a lot of drawing streams on TikTok. But TikTok has a really weird system, the way they let you go live and stuff. So,
Warren, don't take the blue pill. Yeah, it's just, I mean, that's just how I feel. I mean, if other people just talk so much gay, like, can't forget. People talk so much fruitcake shit. I'll just mince my words on YouTube. But you have to mince your words on YouTube. I don't care. I literally don't care. If you're on Rumble, you don't matter. So I'd rather be a place where you do matter, honestly. So much fruitcake shit goes on. Like what we were saying before the show happens, like Rumble does this too, where like there's people on Rumble and then a few random people will come up as new people, because there are new people that come on. And then this select group of people picks one of these people, maybe 2 or 3 of them. Then they decide as a group that those new 3 people should get all the raids and all the features and all that stuff. And to be fair, that's how real life functions too, Like, well, yeah, people just kind of select random people in a group or a clique, and then they're like, okay, well, this person gets all the attention, this person gets all this and this, and they're like, whenever I see that, I am out.
It depends on the platforms too. Like, I don't know about YouTube, but I know like on Facebook, you're not going to get seen on Facebook unless you pay for it. Unless you pay for a boost,
Yeah.
you're not going to get seen. I had at one point on one of my Facebooks, because I reset it, I had like almost 1,000 followers. I could do a post and I would maybe get 15 views. You know, it's Twitter is the same way. You have to pay for it. If you're not a premium member and you're not paying for a boost, you're not getting seen. I don't know about any like Rumble or any of those ones, but Instagram is just pretty much a Facebook clone with more pictures.
Oh yeah. Like on Twitch, if you have to get like 3 average viewers, and even that's hard. Like I streamed to Twitch for like I think 2 years straight, and barely, maybe like ever, if I had more than 2 people watching.
If you get lucky, you get one of those Russian porn bots in there because that counts as a viewer.
Oh, you'll always randomly get those fat dudes who troll you just randomly.
Oh yeah, those always
random.
Too.
There's always a random group of hillbillies who just raid someone and troll them. Always too. Kick, I don't know. I think Kick is like 5 viewers concurrent, but Rumble did this too, where you have to have 20 unique shatters too, because they're trying to push in this push engagement. I swear tonight that if literally Rumble's new creator program said for next month's requirements, get up, put on clown makeup and a clown wig, clap like a seal, and backflip, people would do it and then try to justify to you that it's a good thing. I'm not kidding you, dudes. A guy tried justifying to me this is a good idea because it helps the little guy and it helps the little guy earn income. And then a person under his comment said, yeah, me earning 20 cents doesn't really help my family at all. Yeah, because it wouldn't. There's people that literally suck off anything that someone does without even logically thinking about it and are just that stupid.
Yeah, I wish the platforms were more organic, but I haven't found an organic platform yet. I mean, all of them require some kind of like they're constantly changing. It's like 1 week Instagram is like, make sure you use all your hashtags, and then like a month later, it's like hashtags will get you will get you throttled down on your looks. So now don't use hashtags, and then they introduce the whole post to Instagram, and then you get to also post to Facebook at the same time. Then you find out, well, if you do that, they're going to throttle your look because the algorithm doesn't like that. And it's just like, just leave us alone and let people like what they like and quit trying to manipulate everything.
Blue Scorpio says it's tough to get momentum anywhere, really. Yeah, that is true. But on YouTube, I do genuinely believe if you put in enough time, I'm not saying you have to grind into oblivion, but if you put in enough time, you will notice like monetary growth. You know what I mean? Like over time, you will notice something. On Rumble, you won't, because that's also based off like platform size and all that stuff too. But there's people I've been supporting for years that never pop up in my streams, let alone getting random people. Right? Same here. Yeah. And Rumble is pushing this idea where we want to push more engagement. It's like, I have people that watch, like, let's say you have people that watch this show right now. There's plenty of people that aren't going to be chatting because that's just how people do. But there's some that are. That doesn't make the stream any less that doesn't make the stream any less worse or bad because there's less people chatting than someone that has maybe 50 viewers on their live stream and maybe like 20 people chatting. That doesn't mean the streams are both bad. Doesn't mean one is good. Doesn't mean one is worse. It doesn't mean any of that. That's just how that functions. Does that mean that I'm doing a bad job of creating engagement? No. But that person is better because he has 20 people chatting and I have 5. That's where that tweet I showed you guys is so stupid. What, guys, at the end of the day, we are sitting down, wearing headphones, talking to a camera on microphones. We're not doing anything special. I hate it. It's like, we're creating some really good content. You're right. You're creating gaming content and podcasts. Really revolutionary in the year 2025. Fucking blew my mind.
Well, it's like what WZ said in the comments. It's a lot of people sitting around like what we're doing right now, talking about the same stuff.
But these same people will tell you to work harder. Telling me to work harder is absolutely retarded. That's telling me to do that is insane to think about. It's crazy.
Well, especially you're streaming like 7 days a week, so it's like you're pumping out shit like quick as hell, and you're consistent. And that's what you need is consistent.
Then we do videos on here, and I edit them, and then I put those up for people that don't want to watch the streams. It's like telling me someone that's already putting in enough effort. Actually, the max, I'm putting literally the max effort to record it is stupid. No, the platform is bad. It sucks and it's worthless. The reason why I have it is because I just don't want to put that stuff there on Twitch because I don't want the content just going away. Because if someone new were to visit that channel, they would have nothing to watch there. But it doesn't matter. StreamYard offers 3 destinations to stream, and having a third one is pretty much just whatever. It literally, the only thing that matters is X and YouTube. Anything else is fucking worthless. But if X ever had better live stream features, then I'd be over. That would be easier. I have more viewers on X. People would watch there more.
That's why the drama streams are so popular, because you got a whole sea of people talking about like absolute Batman #1.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, here's a stream where it's like, I hate this person. Let me tell you why. And then you start falling down this rabbit hole of like trashing each other. And then those ones get huge boosts to their followers. They get boosts to their looks, and everyone's kind of watching them because it's like the bar fight or the car wreck. The problem is, though, is you have to keep having bar fights and car wrecks, or people will stop watching you. Then you get sucked into that whole drama hole, because you can run into where you're doing the content, you're doing consistent, but you're not growing. And it's like, well, how do I grow? Well, you're going to have to change up your marketing, your strategy somewhat, like by adding either in YouTube shorts or trying different kinds of advertising over different platforms to draw in more viewers, stuff along those lines. But some people, it's like, well, I need to do something to make everyone look at me. So I'm going to, all of a sudden, my friend of like 10 years streaming together, now I hate him, and we're going to start doing content back and forth about how much we hate each other. And then we'll get on streams and yell at each other and stuff along those lines. I know people who get into fights every like a week before every campaign they do. So every time a crowdfunding campaign comes up, about a week before the campaign starts, they start just freaking out on somebody. And then that person, that battle brings a bunch of views and attention to them right before their campaign starts. So, and I've seen it is just not like one or two individuals. There are a lot of people.
Yeah. I will say this. People always kind of boil it down to EVS, and that's just not true. Like, he is a big factor of that drama. Like,
he does it.
If there was a pie chart, he would be like 85% of it. But outside of that 85% he takes up, because he's also fat as fuck, the other 15% would be the other. I've seen many other smaller creators do the same thing.
There's so many indie creators, especially the ones that are somewhat like 5-figure, or more.
Like the 6K Andes kind of thing.
Like 6 to 10K people. You'll see them start doing. Well, you'll see some of them do that where it's like, and we'll joke around. It's like, they must have a campaign coming because they're starting to yell at people again, or all of a sudden they have some scandal that they're reporting on, or it happens with a whole crap load of them. It's not that it's not a successful way to do it. It's just really disingenuous and toxic. So it's hard to maintain when every time you do a campaign, you need to find some new person to hate and create such an uproar that you get all these eyes on you. So it's almost like every time a book comes up, they're just looking around the room. Okay, who am I going to sucker punch and create a fist fight with, so that way everyone can look at me? And as they're looking at me, I'll be all like, buy my book, Kickstarter today. It's quite a common practice. But we should probably start moving on to the topic, since the first one's going to be a big one.
Oh, yeah. It's just the last thing I'll say before we go out of this discussion is just, people just always be like, MSK, you're such an asshole. Yeah, because I'm telling you the truth. I had to do that thing in life where I'm like, you know what? I could tell people what they want to hear. But then I got to a point in my life where I was like, I don't actually care. I'm just going to tell you how I feel. If you like it, then I have to. Doesn't matter. I think someone told me.
Who cares if you're wrong 99% of the time?
Whoa!
Get your ideas out there, buddy.
Yeah, like someone had said, man, you've been doing a pretty good job of making yourself unlikable. Good. Less people around is better. That's fucking amazing. Less people.
You're turning into that old man with the shotgun on the rocking chair. Get off my lawn.
Like, I'm sorry, guys. I am I would never peg that comes on kind of gay if I say I peg myself. I would never kind of see myself as a nice person.
We're pretty sure you pegged yourself before, so
I pegged my wife. Let's clarify that. So it's not that let's say I'm not nice. I just tolerant and observant. I'm nice to people that that basically help me with the shows, come around in the chat. That's who I'm nice to. I'm courteous and respectful technically of people that I don't know. You know, I wouldn't even say respectful, more like it's common. This is common manners to be like kind of, hey, hello, man, how are you doing? I see you on this show. But if you want to say I'm an asshole for being honest and truthful, sure. I guess I truly don't give a fuck, honestly. Like if someone's like, oh my God, you're so mean because you're criticizing Rumble. I literally do not care. You couldn't get a single fuck out of me. Talk about a guy that's had so much crazy shit happen in his life. I'm literally I'm literally Stefan from the Vampire Diaries. When things got crazy, I just turn off my emotions. I don't care. You couldn't get emotion out of me anyway. Literally, if someone died in a fucking movie, I'd be like, all right, cool. Let's just fucking speed this shit up. Not worth my time, honestly.
You cold-hearted son of a gun.
I'm just saying, the world is cruel, and you need to be cruel with it. That's how
you're like Mr. Freeze, just like the world is ice, Batman, and I will make my world of ice like my heart.
Yeah. Hey, my heart is darkness and full of ice. Because, like, people, it happens in the indie comic community, too. People are like, oh, we're a community and shit. Where's all those people? Like, when you're by yourself and you're streaming, where are all those people at?
Oh, there is no community.
All that is just mumble jumble bullshit talk.
As a matter of fact, if someone comes to you and mentions, hey, I want you to become part of our community, run. That is like the big warning sign. That's like the guy wanting you to come into the van to play Mario and get ice cream. There's no ice cream and there's no Mario, so don't do it. Same thing with these communities. I've joined a few indie comics communities, and all it was is I was there to support other people, and none of that support was ever given back. So if you're going to do any of this stuff, content creation, music, comics, whatever, just know that it's most likely a solo game. You're going to meet cool people, but when it comes down to your stuff, find people who want it to consume your stuff. Don't worry about other people who make the same stuff as you. Like, I could care less if my peers like my stuff. I want to find people who read it and enjoy it and say, I want to read more. That's the kind of people that I want to consume what I create.
Yeah,
I care less if other comic creators like me or not anymore.
Yeah, that whole sense of like, oh, we're building a community. It's all community full of love. Even if I want to believe that, which I know is bullshit. I know, and you're also gonna try to convince me that these people don't have problems with each other behind the scenes, but it's a front to make it's like everything's always like lovey and fucking.
Oh yeah. There's always an alpha, and everyone's supposed to go around that alpha and then do everything.
And then the alpha himself picks who gets all the support.
Yeah,
certain people. There'll be a random new guy that comes in like, I love this new guy. I want to give him Glock 3000. Make sure he gets all the fucking presents in the world. But why does that guy get all the presents? Oh, because I like him. Fucking fruitcakes in the world. I hate fruitcakes, man. Good Lord. It's not. If people are in communities, that's cool. But don't tell me that this is a community that I can benefit from. I can't benefit from people. Don't help me at all. And it shouldn't be that way. I'm in this for myself because that's how I ended up in life. Rich, good looking, the Riz Master and the top G. It's how you get to this point, you know?
Yeah, sure. It's a regular how-to manual.
Oh God. Okay, before we go, topics are set up. 1 second. If there is someone chatting on Rumble, I will check right now. I don't know.
I would like to say hello to the chat, Emily, WZ, Laps, Colt 45 Podcast, Colton Garcia, Emilio, did I say Blue-Eyed Scorpio? Hello, all you guys. Thank you for being part of the show and all of your lovely comments.
Yeah, this happened. Yeah, a bunch of smaller people sucked off a bunch of bigger people. Then they got the benefit of that. But now those people that got the benefit of sucking out someone bigger, they're like, but you just have to do better. You're doing nothing different than I am. Just brain explosions. But let's have some fun because my favorite white girl is back in the conversation again. So a few weeks ago, she was going crazy with putting soap on her naked body. Woo! Damn! Fuck! And then now we have her putting on clothes. Damn! It went full circle.
And now she's a Nazi.
Oh God, this one's gonna be fun. This might be the best one we ever did. Oh, let me get a drink.
Yes, Fräulein. Where's the American cheese? Yes.
I can't wait to do this. It's about to be the bestest ever.
The bestest.
Oh, God. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King, and I'm black, and I have sex with your mom and your sister
That
and
was
your aunt.
quick. That was
Wow.
quick.
I lasted 4 seconds. Okay, that was not an intro. We're going to go right now because I am ready. I've collected crazy shit, guys. You guys are gonna be like, wow. I literally prepped for this topic straight up for like about a good 10 minutes. Then I have the other one that I just pulled up in one instant.
He was using the bathwater soap in the shower, thinking about.
Oh, God. Let's have some fun. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad controversy. So it wasn't even basically like about 2 or 3 weeks ago when we were doing the MSK show episode live that we have every Friday, where we did a topic in a video you guys have already seen before this one, where we were talking about basically Sydney Sweeney selling her own bar soap. And then this bar is wait a minute. I'm going to lose it during this video. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, God. People are losers. Oh, God.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
God. Good Lord. I'm going to use that for the video. All right. Third time's a charm. Let's do this. Hey, everyone. I am MSK, a.k.a. Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ad controversy. So I know you guys saw a video previously about Sydney Sweeney on the channel, and it was talking about the Sydney Sweeney bathwater bar of soap that she got a sponsorship for. I think it was Dr. Squatch or something. It was basically like people had basically begged Dr. Squatch to do a Sydney Sweeney bathwater bar of soap, and you just look at that ad and you go, damn, she's got some really nice assets. They're truly are really great, honestly. Nice ad, just everything. Her boobs and ass look great. And to be fair, what else do women have beside body features? Because their personalities sure ain't shit these days. So we did that video, and we were just having a good old time, just laughing at you fucking all of you guys are weird losers who couldn't get girls, even if they walked up to you and just got undressed for you, because you're just that big of losers, honestly. But this isn't actually about you this time around, because apparently Sydney Sweeney is now being compared to like a Nazi. And crazy if you kind of look at that, because a certain group of political people only use 2 words. They use Nazi, and then there's another one they use. Oh my God. There's another second one they use. Fucking there's a few other ones. It'll probably come to me later on when we're doing this video, but there's like 2 common words these people use. They use like Nazi. They use like anything that deals with like a phobe or like an ist. They call you anything like that, right? So it's pretty much just on that spectrum, right? Or they call you a bigot too. That's kind of one of them as well. So Sydney Sweeney did another promotion from this company, American Eagle, and when I show you guys the stuff that I've collected, your brains are about to actually explode into literally cum and mayonnaise fused together, like Goku and Vegeta and Dragon Ball Z doing a fusion dance. Literally, that would be just shit, honestly. So, and hey, I like me some Sydney Sweeney. I just crazy. I've not seen her act in any movie. Why would I need to? Her body.
You never watched Madam Web?
Yeah, certainly. I certainly did not go to the theaters to watch that peak level of cinema. Did not do that.
Well, the whole thing is crazy too, because it's like there's nothing in the ad that hasn't been done for like the last 100 years. Like a, a attractive famous person dresses attractively and is attractive to sell a product. Like I literally will watch Jake Gyllenhaal shirtless in a like hurricane on a sailboat.
What is your search
and then all of a
history?
sudden he just goes and then it's a fucking cologne or some shit. Johnny Depp playing guitar out in the desert. I mean, hell, even Beyonce did an all blue jeaned up outfit, Calvin Klein thing. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I've seen Lady Gaga practically naked in ads. It's like I don't get why all of a sudden or what causes this to get triggered. It must be something that they just don't like about Sydney Sweeney.
That's what I always factored into. A guy I used to know, VCTRFS, White Jet Plyzon, who I'm still friends with. We still once in a while he'll come on one of these episodes for a one-on-one. He said it's something in the water. Maybe all of these soy boy latte drinking dudes and women that grew up, maybe they, instead of just being given like actual drinking water, like the purified shit you get from like the supermarkets, since they were so poor, because they're always talking about people being poor, they were drinking tap water. There's something in the water that is making people this retarded. Because
that's very possible.
What is truly fascinating about the situation is before we even did this video, I was starting to think to myself, what is the real issue? Because I actually watched the ad several times. I was like, there's really nothing wrong here. You would literally have to project your own worthless, pathetic life insecurities onto this for this to happen. And that happens with a lot of stuff. People just randomly projecting shit onto things that it's just not there. And it happens with every form of media you could ever think of, obviously.
You know, it's a lot like, you know, if you had like a movie comes out and 100 people watch it, 99 of them loved it. There's always going to be that one person to be the contrarian. Now with social media, you know, Sydney Sweeney does an ad. She's very scared, you know, she's very sexy in it. It's very popular and it's going around. You're going to start seeing these like kind of ugly feminist lesbians start popping up. And then they start kind of weirdly dissecting it until we've got people writing papers about how it's a Nazi coded message. You know, it's like this blue jean ad is a Nazi propaganda ad. And it's just insane. It's like, because there's
literally just a commercial promoting
nothing
clothing.
Weird about it all. Like she shows some side boob. Like
she's literally did more explicit scenes from, apparently she's in that show Euphoria, which is basically like another like Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, Vampire Diaries show. It's just gimmicky teen drama bullshit.
Yeah,
apparently I didn't even know this. She did a sex scene in that show.
Yeah,
was there any one of these crazy liberal women that were? Was there any of these crazy liberal women outraged at that when she did an explicit sex scene in Euphoria? Oh wait. Because apparently the only way these people see themselves in empowering women is that they just explicitly just sell their bodies. That's crazy. But there's one commercial that people have been pointing out that doesn't make any sense. Or two. So people have said, what about the Dylan Mulvaney one? These are not comparable. First of all, Bud Light is a beer company that gears their beer beverage to young adults of the age of 21 to 35. Males. That's their demographic. And their demographic would be like frat parties, college university parties, right? Those big sorority parties the girls throw, right? That's their demographic, right? So them highlighting a Looney Tune, which was Dylan Mulvaney, in that doesn't make any sense. They're not comparable. The controversies aren't the same. One was a beer company promoting beer to young adult men using a Looney Tune. That doesn't work. This one is just promoting clothing on a hot white lady. They're not the same.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I don't know why they would be comparable. Also, remember the other one? Jaguar. What is Jaguar? Jaguar is basically like Lamborghini fast cars, expensive sports cars that are specifically designed for rich men that probably make about $300,000 a year to get a car like that. So there's a Jaguar ad that promotes fruitcakes and Looney Tunes. Do you think that would make those men buy the car? That is a mismarketing how you present your product. This is not, okay? They're not the same, and there's a reason why those companies are currently doing worse now. Do you see Bud Light merch all in your guys' supermarkets? That shit doesn't sell anymore. Why? Because it committed brand suicide. Who is interested in buying a Jaguar anymore? People just buy a Corvette, people buy a Lamborghini, people buy a Ferrari. No one fucking cares about Jaguar because they mispromoted their product to the wrong people using the wrong person.
The Sydney Sweeney ad's going to make dudes buy their girlfriend's American Eagle, and it's going to make girls want to buy American Eagle because they'll feel sexy in it. That's the whole purpose of the ad. With Delaney, it was like you're completely marketing to a different group of people, and they have nowhere near to what your core base is. So yeah, it's completely different. There's nothing crazy about this ad or out of line compared to ones where you see with like Cameron Diaz or any of the other ones. So the only thing I can think of is one, popularity. It makes it because the cancel culture people love attacking whatever's popular, even if it doesn't make any sense. And there's also Sydney Sweeney really isn't a feminist. She has no problem getting naked. She has no problem being sexy. So there might be some women that get really angry about that.
Remember when she called out Hollywood? She called out females in Hollywood. It was about earlier this year or late last year. I don't know if we did a video on that, but she basically called out a lot of the females in Hollywood as fake. She said a lot of them will just tell you what you want to hear to your face, and then behind the scenes talk shit about you. That legitimately was something that she had brought up. She basically had brought up the fact that people in Hollywood are fake. But to be fair, we didn't really need her to tell us that.
Well, yeah,
we could see that with our own two eyes. So, as you guys can see, I'm gonna play both ads, and I want you to determine for yourself what is wrong with these. Okay. Now, to be fair, I follow her Instagram account because I'm following these kind of things for science reasons and purposes for my brain. Oh my goodness, Fred is muted.
Oh, that is true, Emilio. It's the far right and the far left both are acting ridiculous over this ad.
So here we go. I will play. It should be unmuted now. All right. Unless there's no sound. Yep, there's sound here. All
I'm not hearing anything myself.
Yeah, because this one doesn't have it. This is just a prologue. Okay, just making sure. Okay, so you guys tell me what's wrong with this first one.
Okay, yeah.
Damn, fuck. Put my face in that shit.
Sydney Sweeney has very genes.
There she does.
There it does. Look at the sound of that. The sound of that car. That's it. You just from this first ad, tell me what's wrong with that.
That is straight from the 90s. I had old school. Oh, wow. I love that ad. That's like 90s in a nutshell right there of advertising.
Like every Fast and Furious movie to have ever exists.
Hot chick, shot on the ass, she's barefoot, and then she hops into a muscle car and spins out in a cookie.
Oh, and here, I'll also go over the Melanie Mack thing as well. Melanie Mack calling out Sydney Sweeney while she's also posted provocative pictures of herself online doesn't even, like, women at being hypocrites, name a more iconic duo than that. Women, ugly women being jealous of pretty women, name a more iconic duo than that. No one can. When people say, oh, MSK, why do you always criticize women? Because women are stupid. They're fucking dumb. And they're not smart in any regard. Outside of like your mom, your aunt, and your grandma, women are fucking worthless in my opinion. But keep in mind, I have to sit here on this app we call Twitter and hear these women talk. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, has no man ever told you to shut the fuck up? This is the reason why, when you know how, like, when they make comments about certain things like this, dude, and then under their comment, they'll be like, well, I'm muting and blocking replies because you guys don't get what I'm saying. Yeah, because no one's ever pushed back on bullshit you've ever said. That's why you're muting. You don't like being proven you're wrong. Here's the other ad right here. This is the one that people really got angry over. It was just 30 seconds. Should I full screen it? Yeah, I probably need to full screen this for science reasons. Yeah,
we need to have this full screen.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing.
Hey, yo.
Why would I need to do that? But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right?
That's fucking great. What did she say? I don't know what the fuck she said, but all I heard was just a hot lady talking. My mind just went to the.
Here's my criticism of both these ads. This is the most normal. This is not done any. This is just normal advertising. Like apparently these directors either were big fans of 80s and 90s advertising, or they might be from the 80s or 90s. But if any criticism you want on this is just that it's not original. This is just the same thing.
That's why it's so confusing that people are getting upset about this. This is the same shit we've seen 1,000 times.
You got the far right calling her a prostitute and a vixen or whatever, and then you got the far left calling her a fucking Nazi.
What's crazy is the left, the right people were calling her a whore. Meanwhile, they were promoting Elon Musk to basically not marry that girl he knocked up a few months ago. Remember that?
Well,
that situation?
He's got so many kids. Like he's like Genghis Khan. Like just
it's so crazy because like conservatives are like, oh, we need to promote traditional marriage and all this shit. You guys were promoting Elon Musk, or sorry, you guys were promoting that Ashley Elon Musk situation as a good thing. You were praising a single mom, even though you're good lord. This is why I just you can't trust either left or right people. One party always pronounces marriage, traditional values, blah blah blah. You guys are promoting single motherhood as a good thing. Nothing about what you says matters. And left-wing people are just a different discussion another day. But here's the third one. Here's the other one that people. This is the one that was the nail in the head that really got people going. What the fuck?
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining traits like hair color, personality, and even eye color. My genes are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
Genes.
Damn, girl. What? What is she? I don't know what she's saying. These. I'm not even listening to her fucking words. I'm just looking at tits and ass.
Selling? I don't even care. I'm gonna go buy American Eagle jeans tomorrow.
This ad convinced me to buy a Sydney Sweeney.
Oh my god.
Good lord. Why it look like she just got done playing with herself?
Because that's the point.
That's kind of the point, though. But then you had people with this one. So we had those three ads come out, and this one, people were like, "Oh my god, they're basically only promoting blonde-haired, blue-eyed jeans as the best jeans." No, but those are good jeans, though. And if you don't have them, that doesn't make. What is with people in life? Just because someone says their thing is good does not make yours worse. Do you have that low of an inferiority complex? Are you that stupid? Are you that mentally fragile? None of that therapy bullshit you guys are going to helping you with that.
It's not even original. Like, it's almost like I've heard the script before. You know?
It's almost like I heard this 1,000 times. Come on, she's saying she has great jeans, right?
Blue jeans.
She's wearing blue jeans. Jeans, guys. Okay, pants. I know you guys. I know these days you guys like these fruitcakes. There's the thing where we grew up with. We learned in school called homophobes. Oh, sorry, just homophones. Actually, they're words that kind of sound the same but have different meanings. Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. Jeans. Pants. Clothing. You fucking dumb idiots. Not her jeans, of her body. Physical structure. The GENES. Get it? They sound the same. They're different meanings. I know you guys confuse homophobes and homophones. They're different. Okay. Good lord. I hate all of you, actually. So then we had meltdowns out the wazoo. I'll say this. I'm trying to be stereotypical. Whenever someone looks like this, I already know I'm about to hear some bullshit. I already know I'm about to hear like the absolute worst opinions.
All right, I'm done.
And this person is a Looney Tune fruitcake. Look at that. Look at it. Oh God! Please don't make me play this. Good.
No, God!
God. Oh my lord. Jeez. Good. This person is ugly as fuck. All right, we'll brace ourselves. We have 2 minutes of this bullshit.
I will be the friend that's too woke because those Sydney Sweeney American Eagle ads are weird. Like,
Well, of course, to a person that lies about their gender every day is a normal woman weird. Wait, whoa. I thought you're kind of whatever you want to call this human. Don't you guys always promote females this? Females are the best at this. Females are the best at this. We were told years and years and years and years, listen to these absolute morons, that women are the best, we're inferior, but now they're really making a comeback against the patriarchy, a bunch of nonsense. I don't agree with that kind of stuff. I'm just telling you the narrative. I don't agree with it personally. You should be happy Sydney Sweeney got this. She's getting the best. You guys fought for this. You guys want women to be in positions of power where they're seen and people, and they get all these rights that they always had, but you guys never say what they are. So what's wrong with her getting the bag? I thought we were working towards loving women and giving them everything they want. I thought women were everything in life.
They only support the women that support them. If you don't think the way they do, if like you're a conservative woman, they could care less about.
Oh yeah. If you're a conservative, women to them, you don't even exist. Honestly, they think you're not even a
you
human.
might as well just
might as well be a plank of wood to them.
Fascist weird, like Nazi.
That was the other word I was trying to think about when we were doing the video. They have 2 words. They have Nazi and fascist. You ask them what the word fascist means. They don't even know what it means.
It means Republican.
Right. Yeah. Anyone that disagrees with weird, if you disagree with weird shit, that must mean you're a fascist.
Propaganda weird.
My body's composition is determined by my genes.
Sure is.
Hey, eyes up here.
Sydney Sweeney has great genes.
I mean, I'm about to be honest here with that guy. I look down too. She got some bad titties. And also, of course, this weirdo Looney Tune fruitcake can't relate. This person ain't a woman.
Genes are passed down from parents like hair.
Has great.
Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is.
Yeah, they exist. Thanks for describing woman.
Talking about her good genes. Like, that is Nazi propaganda.
Based off what? And you know what's crazy? I'll even allow this for the video's purpose. Explain to me how it is. Just wrote on the thought process. I guarantee they can't.
I also am thinking about like all of the young girls who are doing their back to school shopping right now at places like American Eagle who are seeing ads like this. Yikes. Also American.
Did we just hear some of the dumbest shit ever? This person said because kids are doing back to school shopping that they're not going to see other weird shit. Do you live on this planet? Guys, here's the thing in life. When we were all growing up, this kind of stuff happened. Some of you noticed, some of you didn't. Later on in life, you notice what happened. The kids are fine. They're okay. I can guarantee you right now, they liked what they saw when they get older. They'll be like, damn, I remember I met that Sydney Sweeney ad when I was like a little kid. Of course you did. But it doesn't, I hate when people go, but think about the children. It doesn't affect them at all. They're fine. Like, holy shit. And I mean, that doesn't care anyway about kids at all. Well, I can imply other things, but I won't.
To be honest with you, this is like the stupidest thing to ever to trend in a long time. With all of the shit that's going on in the world right now, to have people wasting this much energy on what was essentially a generic clothing ad is just.
Also, keep in mind, this is
makes me not want to go outside anymore. Kind of, I just want us to stay in my apartment. And
also, keep in mind,
never go outside.
This person doesn't have real boobs. They had to enhance whatever. I can't go about that right now on YouTube. Sydney Sweeney has real nice, natural looking ones. Pretty sure they'd be jealous of them. It's crazy how people like this are jealous of. Naturally born women too.
Well, here's the thing: if Sydney Sweeney was a feminist, then they would be calling her an icon right now for the exact same commercials. Does it change absolutely nothing?
Yeah.
Except for if she was a devout feminist, all of these same women would be cheering her on as an icon.
Holy crap!
American Eagle is mostly a brand that like teenagers to like young adults shop at. And so the fact that like this type of advertising is being used that feels so for the male gaze and so over sexualized, like I just don't like it.
She wouldn't have survived the 90s.
This is not a she. Just putting it out there. This is a
They, them?
tending to be a woman kind of thing.
Oh.
That's why we're saying Looney Tune.
Keep saying that.
Like, it's crazy how, okay, so if that's what this person believes, did you have the same level of outrage for any of the other ads like this? I guarantee you it never happened.
I don't like it even a little bit. Bro, and I haven't even mentioned the fact that this entire ad campaign that Sydney Sweeney is doing right now is incredibly reminiscent to the Brooke.
Okay, it's only so much retard I can hear in one. This one's a minute. Holy mother of God. And keep in mind, what does this lady look like? Typical Democrat, blonde-haired woman, no makeup, ugly as fuck, probably has like 5 cats, no kids. Probably been ran through by the whole neighborhood. Probably saying she wants to try out the dark meat when she was 20.
Tell us what you really think, MSK. Don't hold back so much.
Did American Eagle just run an ad for eugenics?
Genes are passed down from parents to offspring, often determining trait.
Just a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman explaining how her good genes gave her personality and purity. I mean, are we really going to pretend that this isn't a little fashy-coded?
Fashy-coded.
Oh, kill me. Fuck. I can guarantee you, ran through by a bunch of black dudes, was in her 20s saying she wanted to try dark meat.
Depending on how rough her life was, she could be either 26 or 46 years old.
Looks a little fashy. This is the kind of woman where you ask them what rights don't women have and they can't provide you jack shit. Guarantee you ask them. This always happens.
Look, I'm not saying that Sydney Sweeney personally wrote this ad to revive the Third Reich, but American Eagle absolutely knew what they were doing here.
All right. Fuck. There's only so much retard I can take.
Yes, I can imagine the secret Nazi group controlling American Eagle genes was meeting in their tower. What way shall we get the Americans today? Let us take Sydney Sweeney and make it coded ads, yeah.
Oh, it was crazy, dude. I saved the best one for like you guys. For some reason, like these black women. I think they're fucking 1 out of 10. That's my opinion. And she looks damn ugly. This lady is on the verge of tears over an woman clothing ad.
I'm losing brain cells watching these. I'm just giving you a heads up. I mean, it's like this is like the equivalent to huffing gas, except you don't get no high out of it.
Good Lord. Ain't none of you guys that like black women piping this down. This girl don't even have real hair, if we're being honest here.
Yep, that got me too. And I don't know why. Maybe because it's just so blatant.
Is she crying?
What is with people and wanting to make themselves victims?
I keep thinking
that's what we need to do, MSK. We need to
not gonna believe us until we're hung out there. But then even then, I feel like
wait, hold on. What did she say?
I don't know. I'm not paying attention.
I keep thinking that people just are not gonna believe us until we're hung out there. But then.
Oh, she said that this video is going to lead to lynching.
And black people being lynched. Oh, my Lord. Black women and being overreacting. Name a more iconic duo than that.
And even then, I feel like they'll be like, oh, no.
I'll be honest here. Because I have to mince my words here. If that happened and it happened to you, I wouldn't give a fuck personally. You know what I do?
Yeah, you're really
I would just walk
the words.
Yeah, I would walk past you and not care. I'd be like, all right, that's pretty fucking cool. Keep walking, listen to my music. I don't give a fuck if all of you were gone. That'd make the world better. But then again, I'm not in charge of who gets to live or die. But if I was, whoo, I'd go insane.
Kind of like they are with. I see the same.
All right, this one's just disgustingly retarded. So, how long is this piece right here? So, this was written by a guy in Fox News called C.J. Pearson. The War on Hot Women, Why the Woke Mob Hates Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney didn't set women back. Actually, this is technically propels hot women further, which is good. You know, did you see the ads of like the fat black women? Yeah, that's what you guys want. Fucking Precious in your ads. Holy motherfuck. let's cut the nonsense. Liberal women aren't mad at Sydney Sweeney because she's setting women back. That's just the excuse they're throwing around because they don't want to admit the truth. They're mad because she's young, hot, white, and blonde. That's my combination. I love that in women. Just keep being more of that, honestly. And they're mad that corporations are finally waking up to the truth that the American people are done with woke. Good Lord. White people used to use that. I hate that word so much. Just say bad. Just say
that word is so overused right now.
Also, guys, in this video, I promise you, that's just the article. I don't use that word. Not that I don't want to use it, but I just feel like it's one of those words that has lost all meaning and doesn't really have a clear-cut definition anymore. I'm not saying that I'm saying this.
Racist.
Yeah. Also, another favorite of theirs, a top 3 Nazi fascist races.
And they've all like lost their bite because of their overusage and their misusage of it. So it's kind of a crazy when you look at it.
If she were 300 pounds and identified as gender fluid, she'd be hailed as a revolutionary. If she threw her pronouns into every interview, wore a feminist crop top to the red carpet, and spouted progressive talking points on cue, they'd be tripping over themselves to give her a GLAAD award. But because Sydney Sweeney simply exists, confident, traditionally feminine, and not bending the knee to the woke agenda, she's a target. This isn't about feminism. It's about envy. It's about a cultural movement that now punishes beauty, shames femininity, and exalts victimhood at the highest form of virtue. And the hypocrisy, it's off the charts. Where was all this feminist outrage when Dylan Mulvaney, a biological male, was handed women's brand endorsements by Nike, Bud Light, and Maybelline for celebrating womanhood? Also true. I totally forgot about the Nike one. These are all true. Also, where were feminists? Do you remember that International Women's Day back in 2023, where Hershey promoted a Looney Tune on International Women's Day? That was the face of the candy bar that day. Was all the outrage of that? You're telling me that men can be better women than women on International Women's Day? Insane. Where were these voices when Mulvaney mocked the female experience with Barbie cosplay and tampon tutorials? Nowhere. In fact, they were applauding because in today's woke dystopia, a man pretending to be a woman gets more respect than an actual woman who dares to look like one. Yeah, because they want the world to look like this. They truly do. And thank God people don't want that, because I sure don't. Holy mother of God. Where were these self-proclaimed champions of women's rights when actual female athletes were getting steamrolled by biological males in their own sports? When Leah Thomas was shoving real women off the podium, where was the outrage? Crickets, because defending the rights of actual women doesn't fit the narrative. It's not politically useful. That's why they loathe women like Sydney Sweeney. She doesn't play along. She's not trying to be edgy. She's not rewriting what it means to be a woman, but instead she's embodying it beautifully, confidently, and unapologetically. That's the real threat. The truth is, the modern left has declared war on hot women because hot women don't need to play the victim. Hot women don't need to be coddled or redefined. They don't need to pretend that beauty is a social construct or that femininity is oppressive. They just live it, and that drives the gender studies crowd insane. Yeah. Anytime someone's like, well, gender is a social construct, my brain's already tuning out what the fuck you're going to say. I'm sorry. Anytime you say those words, I'm done. Damn. Fuck. God. Holy shit. Just some nice assets. Sydney Sweeney. Dude, doggy style, or would you have her do reverse cowgirl?
Focus.
Oh, damn. Sydney Sweeney represents everything the woke mob hates. Effortlessness, elegance, and the refusal to apologize for qualities that used to be admired. In a culture obsessed with smashing beauty standards, she reminds us that some standards were never the problem. Our culture's new obsession with the woke-fueled mediocrity is, this isn't to say that beauty makes someone better, but it certainly shouldn't make them worse in the eyes of the media or the public. We've gone from celebrating women for being empowered in their femininity to vilifying them for being conventionally attractive. Feminism, as the left now defines it, has nothing to do with empowering women. It's about enforcing ideological conformity. If you don't submit to that narrative, whether it's on gender, politics, race, or body positivity, you get attacked. So let's stop pretending this is about Sydney Sweeney. It's not. It's about a movement that tells women they should be anything but what she is: attractive, traditional, proud, and free. She's a traditional. I don't know. People keep saying there's no. What traditional woman you know does explicit sex scenes in movies? Just quit stop calling her traditional. This is just a hot white lady. That's it. I hate that word traditional. No traditional woman gets offered a marriage and then turns it down. Okay? It's not what traditional women do, typically. But everything else is fine. Sydney Sweeney didn't set women back. She triggered the insecurities of those who've built their identity on grievance rather than grace. And for what? More power to her. Also, I love when Doja Cat, a woman that literally looks like... Okay, this is what Doja Cat looks like. Doja Cat was criticizing her without makeup. This is what Doja Cat looks like without makeup, criticizing Sydney Sweeney. We serious?
Well, Tony
Really?
says, MSK, you would like the ad if Pearl did it.
I sure would.
Are you a Pearl fan?
See, that's my girl. That's my favorite
Oh,
right
I didn't realize that.
there. Yeah,
She's like
I'm gonna get her.
6'2" or something, isn't she?
Tall, white, fuck.
Redhead. She's like one of those freckled redheads too. Like she's
All right.
She's like
So
bird in the sun redhead.
So we get to the end of this, where American Eagle defends Sydney Sweeney ad campaign amid controversy. Her jeans, her story. Great jeans look good on everyone. American Eagle is standing by its controversial ad campaign featuring Sydney Sweeney, which includes various commercials with the tagline, Sydney Sweeney has great jeans. The campaign creates a pun around great jeans. Yes, clothing. What the hell am I reading? Oh, sorry. I was having sex with my wife. Guess I'm joking. So, which ignited outrage online over American Eagle glorifying the Emmy nominee's white heritage and thin physique. Some users on social media even compared the ads to Nazi propaganda. Sydney Sweeney has great jeans is and always was about the jeans. Her jeans, her story. The company said in a statement posted on social media, we'll continue to celebrate how everyone wears their American Eagle jeans. With confidence, their way, great jeans look good on everyone. Yeah, they're not apologizing. Yes.
Good for them. They shouldn't apologize. Once you apologize, it's just, then they win. And it's like, you never really recover.
Oh, like the whole... that one guy, Joel Swole, when he apologized for the Hulk Hogan bullshit. Oh, God. Then he's like, no, I'm not. I don't know. Never apologize. Do not apologize to any of these weirdos because it doesn't matter. They don't, first of all, they don't accept it. They don't care if you apologize. They already hate you anyway. So, not going to work. Sydney Sweeney's American Eagle campaign caused so much chatter online that even Trump's White House weighed in on the backlash, with communications manager Stephen Chung calling the backlash a prime example of cancel culture run amok. This warped, moronic, and dense liberal thinking is a big reason why Americans voted the way they did in 2024. Chung added, they're tired of this bullshit. Vice President J.D. Vance also mocked liberals for crafting a hysteria around the American Eagle campaign, saying on an episode of the Ruthless podcast, he says, my political advice to the Democrats is continue to tell everybody who thinks Sydney Sweeney is attractive is a Nazi. That appears to be their actual strategy. Vance continued, it actually reveals something pretty interesting about the Dems, though, which is that you have like a normal all-American beautiful girl doing like a normal jeans ad, right? Well, she's Australian, but it doesn't matter. Who cares, right? Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna watch this shit. They're trying to sell jeans to kids in America, and they have managed to unhinge themselves over this thing. And it's like, you guys, did you learn nothing from the November 2024 election? I actually thought that one of the lessons Democrats might take is we're going to be less crazy. And the lesson they have apparently taken is where we're going to attack people as Nazis for thinking Sydney Sweeney is beautiful. Even Stephen Colbert, who frequently speaks out against Trump and the White House, called the backlash against Sydney Sweeney and American Eagle overblown. Well, that guy's losing his job and is a fucking loser himself. And is this him trying to save face? Your show's still getting canceled, you untalented fucking moron. Now, some people look at the ads and they're seeing something sinister, saying that the jeans, denim, wordplay in an ad featuring a white blonde woman means American Eagle could be promoting eugenics, white supremacy, and Nazi propaganda. Colbert said this week on The Late Show that might be a bit of an overreaction. Gee, you think? Sweeney has yet to publicly comment on the outcry over the advertisements. That's the post they made on Instagram where they did it. Good for them. Good for them. They're not back down to all these weirdos.
I think she should ignore it. I think she should just continue on being her and not even address this, because I don't think she has to. It's just so ridiculous. American Eagle backs her.
Oh God!
Keep making the commercials, keep being beautiful, and
Warren,
keep being successful.
What's your is that the favorite position you have the girls do? Now she's just fucking with me. Stop it. Damn, her tits are huge.
Stop it, you.
God damn it. Good Lord. What a great looking. Oh God. Oh geez. All right. So just wanted to make sure we cover all that. So I'll get your final thoughts and opinions on this, dude. What are you thinking, man?
Yeah, this is the most ridiculous thing that we've talked about probably on this show.
Outside of the other previous one we did about Sydney Sweeney too.
This is even more ridiculous than the bathwater. Like, the bathwater is a legitimate thing to make fun of and talk about, but this whole ad thing is just such a non-starter, like non-subject. It's just so ridiculous. As a matter of fact, maybe that's the point. It's so ridiculous that's what's worth talking about, is how ridiculous it is. So yeah, I continue being hot, Sydney. You're going to get a Marvel job here pretty soon, Marvel or DC. They're going to snatch you up. You're going to be able to do like 8 films. You're going to be fine. I think she's remaking Barbella.
That Black Cat. Oh, make her Black Cat or
Black Cat, Power Girl. I mean, there's a lot of spots you can fit her in on any of the franchise. Black Canary. So yeah, she's gonna have no problems, and this is just a non-issue. If I was her, I wouldn't even mention it. I wouldn't do a statement. I would just keep making commercials and looking hot.
Good gosh. For me, I just think women are insane, and there's a bunch of like dudes pretending to be women also outraged about this. Here, in life, do this. Try being less retarded. Don't drink soy lattes from Starbucks. Don't drink tap water. Okay, don't do those things. Then you will not be as retarded as you are right now. Get a job. Stop being on social media so much. Like, actually, no, legitimately get a job that makes money. Not like go study a stupid fucking class in college that's gonna get you nothing. Actually do something in life instead of being some pink-haired, crazy, fat liberal women that you're jealous of another woman because you got ran through by a bunch of black guys at 20 years old and you have like one cat and nowhere to live. Crazy. Yeah, women are just jealous of other women constantly, and it's so easy to see. But why are men calling us out now? Because it's so easy to. Because you guys kind of just do it.
No bigger example of that is the WNBA.
Yeah. Like, you have women there that are like, pay us what you owe, pay us what you owe, and it's like, you owe us money. Let's just.
Well, they're literally clotheslining the one woman who's brought a bunch of attention to the sport, and they're out there body slamming her and treat her like crap. It's just, it's ridiculous.
Oh God. But no, I like the Sydney Sweeney ads. They're great. She looks awesome. I would do all kinds of things to her if we were together. Things that I can't tell you right now on YouTube videos because they involve sex, and I'm not a prude. I'm not a disgusting person, and I respect women. So yeah, anyone getting mad over this, you're retarded and you're stupid, and you should get a life and stop being on Twitter. Maybe go to that therapy bullshit Gray was talking about in a video we were doing on, do that. Probably do that. Better than you being on your phone, because go outside and touch grass and stop being a fucking moron. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel. If you have not already, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. Let me set up the next topic really quickly.
Yeah, you're right, WZ. This topic made me get extra high today.
Oh, damn it. Why do you guys do that to me? You guys have to get high to talk to me. I feel so bad.
You shouldn't feel bad. I told you before, I get high to talk to everybody. Because when I wake up, I get high.
Also, Miss Sparkles, yes, we hope she feels better as well. Okay, so I'm gonna need this for the video. I'm gonna need Fantastic Four box office week 2 on AI mode. I don't need the full article. I need the full article for the first layer of the video, and then
Is
the
that the
AI
article
mode
talking about the projected drop for them? They're going to get like a 64% drop on their second weekend.
We're gonna look at it right now.
Yeah.
I have it in AI mode for week 2, so we'll cover the opening weekend, Superman, and then I'm gonna have both Superman and Fantastic Four's numbers on Box Office Mojo. I'm just gonna get that really quickly. Don't worry, guys. We are truckling along here. We're doing good. I don't even care if
I hope you do feel better soon, Miss Sparkles. I know you've been going through a lot, so I hope things start turning around for you.
Yeah, it's okay. As I always say, just breathe through it. Just take it one day at a time. And before you know it, you're gonna be all healed up and everything will be better. Let's go here. So this is mostly dominated to Fantastic Four. We'll do Superman last on the numbers. Oh, that's not looking good. Oh, I just saw something that maybe. Oh God, what has Marvel done? Might be what we feared. Too much brand damage has really caused even the movies that people are calling good. It's not going to do it for you. And what did I say?
I'm worried about though. We talked about that. It's like after Thunderbolts, it's like, well, how much is this going to damage Fantastic Four?
It's not even just that. It might even just be everything bad you've done has now soured the taste on even characters that are even known. That's when you know you've really messed up. So if known characters are getting tarnished in the box office numbers because you put out so much bad shit, just start over. Just start over after Secret Wars. You need to. It's
well, yeah. I think the reset's going to be the best thing they can do, but it is going to be interesting to see how much this sour attitude is going to affect Avengers Doomsday. And also, I know it's a Sony movie, but is it going to affect Spider-Man? So it probably won't affect
Spider-Man. Just might be in its own level of a juggernaut.
Yeah,
like Deadpool and Wolverine.
It so far, like No Way Home did really well. And fans generally liked it. So this next one's going to have the Punisher and the Hulk in it, and I think Daredevil and Fisk, but I'm not 100% sure on them. There's going to be a bunch of villains in it. Apparently, I guess this is going to be quite a big movie. And also, too, they're supposed to be setting up for Doomsday, so it'll be interesting to see on how all this goes. But the Fantastic Four.
We're going to get to it in just a moment. I have everything ready. Make sure I have this AI stuff come up. Let's see. I'm just trying to make sure it's all set up here the way I like it. All set up the way I like it. Just nice and quality. Don't you guys know that? I promote nice and quality. I don't promote quantity.
Nothing but quality on the MSK show.
True. This doesn't
coming
give it
to you daily, random times night.
I hate how specific these stories are sometimes. Oh my goodness, because it has to be precise. Because what I'm showing you has to be up to the point where it's at right now. First weekend, opening weekend.
While he does that, I'll read some of the chat. Warren had to get extra high today, said WZ. WZ also says, I wish Warren could share some of that with MSK. Invite I hope you feel better, Miss Sparkles, said Tony. Invite Sparkles on the stream, said WZ.
No.
Truck-a-ling along, said WZ.
All right, everything's ready now.
Oh, okay.
We'll go through this one for a little bit. There's a decent amount to break down here. So, I'm black, and I'm ready to smash white women or Mexicans.
That was
Just
quick.
depends. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, show's over. Time to get the fuck out. Guys. Oh,
All right,
God.
let's do this.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Oh, Miss Sparkles likes my shirt. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh. What in the world's going on with my butthole? I think I just opened my hands. Weird.
It's probably a hemorrhoid.
God. Holy shit. Oh, God. MSK is retired from women and chili. Yes. I need to be retired. He lied to me. I said chili cheese nachos just gave me just not. You could have told me the nacho machine wasn't working, but
wow, this really affected you because you're still
really did. It really did. God. Well, let's have some fun. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and you're black and you're white. Oh my God, I'm dead. Hold on, wait a minute. What the heck? I am. Good Lord. All right, you guys gotta stop distracting me. I'm not black.
Hey, what you doing?
Relax, man. I'm just trying to grab some nuts.
Could you believe him?
That clip has nothing to do with anything going on.
I need the one where, from Don't Be a Menace, where he's like, I'm coming. Oh, God. Oh God. I need, you're the one where he was in that bitch, the daishiki, and he was just like, I'm that might have been the funniest, funniest shit. That might have been the most unintentional funniest shit I've ever seen in the movie.
Some of the most random shit that comes out of your mouth sometimes.
Oh God. All I see in the world is just blackness itself. All right. Let's have some fun. I'm clean shaven and black. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I'm not black. We're not doing this. I'm not gay. I'm a heterosexual. I'm not a homophobe. We're gonna do this. My brain's on. 1, 2, 3, go. I'm black. All right, just joking. All right. Hey everyone, I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Fantastic Four First Steps versus Superman's World 2025 box office numbers so far. So I thought about this to myself and I was like, you know what? We could do like separate videos about these movies continuously for weeks and weeks on end until they're out of the, movie theater cycle for the summer 2025 blockbuster season. But, MCU versus DCU at the worldwide box office for 2025 is just too juicy of a topic for a video to pass up on. So, as you guys know, I went and watched the Fantastic Four First Steps, and I liked the movie. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I get there's problems with it. There is. But these problems are very similar to like the Superman movie. You notice probably the reasons why people didn't like it for that aspect alone. But then it doesn't kind of ruin the movie, And come on, Fantastic Four had less weirder breaking shit than Superman did. Obviously, if you want to use that as logic, because I'm not trying to spoil the movies for you guys, but Warren has seen Superman, but he hasn't seen the Fantastic Four First Steps yet. So I actually enjoyed both movies. People kind of always ask me which one I liked more or the other. Well, I mean, I would just say it's different reasons why I would like either one. For me, when it comes to those kind of questions, unless I definitively say this movie's better, it's probably just assumable that I just like them both, because I just probably just like them both. I like them both for different reasons. I think Superman was stronger in other aspects, weaker in others. And I think that Fantastic Four First Steps was stronger in other aspects, but weaker in other. Now, I would say that potentially Fantastic Four is a more easier to follow movie than something like Superman, based off the whole convoluted way that Lex Luthor goes about enacting his plan. I'm not saying it was bad in the movie, but like, it could be a lot more easier to catch on what's going on in Fantastic Four than in Superman. That's not to say the movies were bad. I think that this is the return to form for superhero movies that I've wanted for quite some time. I being honest, guys, I liked both movies. I liked the Superman movie and I liked the Fantastic Four movie, barring the issues that I had. And you guys know what these issues are because you guys have seen the videos before this one. So you guys know what I've said about the movies themselves. But box office numbers are a different story because when it comes to primarily the Fantastic Four, first steps, right? So has Marvel done enough brand damage from 2021 until now to the point where, as much bad as that they've done, has it damaged the brand? Like movies that would come out that would have this kind of level of characters. Like people know these characters. People know Human Torch. People know Invisible, like Sue Storm. People know Reed Richards. People know The Thing, right? These are known characters. So this movie doesn't get to have that kind of like caveat of, whoa, it's just a bunch of underrated characters that no one knows about. So they probably didn't know who they were supporting. It's fine. These are known characters here. So did Marvel do enough brand damage to ruin even known characters' movies coming out? Because if known characters can't make you money, I don't know what will then. But people will go, what about Spider-Man? What about Deadpool? Guys, you can have exceptions to the rule. That doesn't matter, okay? Even Guardians of the Galaxy 3 didn't really make profit for Marvel for looking at the actual marketing budget and budget attached to it, okay? Just because a few movies have come out that have made a lot of money means nothing. Like, keep in mind, 2 out of like how many really just doesn't mean jack shit, honestly, So now we're at this point where Superman is probably going to still do better. It did come out a week before, but it opened stronger. One of them, so apparently from everything that I've gathered, Superman opened domestically stronger, internationally weaker. Fantastic Four opened internationally stronger, domestically weaker. Keep in mind, Superman and Fantastic Four's box office week 2 drops also apply. So Fantastic Four just came out, so the week 2 drop when it comes to these movies apply as well. Superman's week 2 drop already happened, but it hasn't severely affected it in the way that Fantastic Four's week 2 drop happens. Now, when it comes to blockbusters, as Warren would know and you guys would know, when you watch these movies, you get the brunt of your numbers made. Opening weekend. That's what people talk about, opening weekend numbers. That's the brunt of people. It's like if you were to run an Indiegogo campaign or Kickstarter campaign for a comic book, or you guys see a creator do that, you make a bunch of your money essentially in the first day or two. Then you have that middle period, and then you have that end period, right? That middle period is where either the movie makes or breaks, as I always say, right? So we're going to go over this right now. Superman versus Fantastic Four box office battle struggles to find a victor. It's crazy because we've gotten to a point now where people are kind of softening the blows for these movies too. I don't get why you need to do that. The only thing that I could say to these things is maybe superhero movies just aren't going to be like the end-all be-all box office cinema like they were many years ago. They're just not in that kind of level of a zeitgeist where it's just like must see, everything has to be comic book movie,
Well, the brand damage that has been done just to superhero movies in general, DC and Marvel, that even with what was the successful launch for James Gunn with Superman, it's still not doing gangbusters. So there is still some damaged rep, and what's going to be interesting is to see how well DC can repair that rep, especially in the next 2 years, because good rep and goodwill with comic movies used to transfer to both sides. Like it used to be a failure like Suicide Squad could still make $800 million because people were so jazzed to see everything comic
related.
Anything comic book. The first Captain Marvel did really well. And it's like, with
albeit luck scenario that really got it there, but
it's that goodwill. Like everyone, it's a superhero movie. We're got to go watch it. Now, it's like you have to really, like Fantastic Four. Like, what's their drop going to be? I've seen some projections it's going to be almost 10% more of a drop than Superman. Superman was like 54%, I believe, or something.
Superman was
along
a
those lines.
light 54, 50-ish percentage number.
And I've been seeing some articles say that Fantastic Four is going to have a 64% drop.
So, to be fair, that is typical for an MCU movie week 2 drop. That is actually pretty typical.
Yeah,
the usual range is actually not the 50s. The usual range is in like 60s, honestly.
Well,
60
Superman
to 65.
is I was reading an article. Superman is tracking better than Jurassic Park in some aspects as it comes to like weekly drops, and it's during the week take in. It's doing really well. Like it's probably going to be in theaters until November because it's like,
good Lord, yeah.
Warner Bros. Is going to get every cent they can out of this one.
But to be fair, to your point there, that's how it should be. It should be that these movies are in the cycle for a while. Even if you just kept Superman, Jurassic World, Rebirth, and Fantastic Four First Steps, if you kept them in theaters for about a good almost 3 months, I think that's a win for the industry in general, because it tells people, hey, this isn't coming to streaming for a while. You want to go watch these, you need to watch them right now. But the other thing that you said, it's what I've always said, but people are retarded and they don't agree with me, but eventually they do. Eventually everyone sees the MSK light, as I always say. Everyone knows eventually I'm always going to end up being right. Keep in mind, I'll be wrong right now if it means being right forever. Put it on a shirt, make it a quote. Just joking. So, you know, I guess you could say me being a white guy is temporary, but being right is forever. No more quotes.
Even a broken clock is right twice.
Broken cock works twice. Nope, just joking. So, the thing you said earlier, which is people need to understand, when it came to superhero movies back in the day, barring we were in a lot different of a movie landscape, right? People went and saw this stuff in mass. Even stuff that technically didn't do as well as other movies still did very well. I'm talking like random superhero movies doing 260, 280 opening weekend. 280. Some of them did that well. Now, when it's not the newest, hottest thing anymore, and people have seen enough of it, they just kind of move on from it. Now, does everyone move on from it? No. There's still a big audience for it that'll always be there, but it's not as big as it once was, and it's not as lucrative as it once was, even if the quality of movie shifts better, right? Also to point out, the fact that this kind of things, I just don't get why people don't apply this to any genre. Every genre goes through this. Every genre has highs, lows, and that period where it's just kind of not mid, but just kind of doing all right. It could be better, could be worse. It's doing all right. Why do people think that doesn't apply to the superhero genres beyond me? Do you not think that this was never going to go through a low period? Was that never on people's brains? Because they did so well that it wasn't even a thought in your brain this could be this bad. Or not bad, not doing as well as it once was. Now, both Warner Brothers and Disney put out some really crazy trash the last 5-6 years. So it's understandable why you guys don't trust them anymore. But when you did, you love this stuff so much, you went and watched this shit opening day. It wasn't even like nothing else mattered. That's what we were talking about. It didn't matter what was going on in your life. You just went and watched this. Did you get tired of it? People, but there's not superhero movie fatigue. There is by these numbers. Fatigue just doesn't. I'm not talking about movie quality. Movie quality is a different type of fatigue than actual fatigue. People can get tired of something and not give a shit about it as much as they once did. Not because they don't like what's in movie, but that's just because that's how general humans functions. Because before we get into this, I will say this. Here's the definition of fatigue. But you're just talking bullshit here. I'll tell you the fatigue definition right here. Fatigue definition. It's to express. There's two examples of it. So keep in mind, you can apply it 2 different ways. Extreme tiredness resulting from mental or physical exertion or illness. Weakness in materials, especially metal, caused by repeated variations of stress. You can use it in a sentence. Causes someone to feel tired or exhausted. Yes, over time, you are going to get tired of it. Your mind doesn't register it yet. But over time, when something is not new to you, your mind doesn't treat it the same. It's like when you get married, that's called the honeymoon phase, right? It's always called the honeymoon phase because once you actually get to know each other, she might put her bras and her underwear in your sink. You might want to throw her out the window. But nevertheless, Warren's like, MSK, you're going too hard. You're doing too top genus, honestly.
But that's exactly what I was thinking.
But this is the thing that no one brings up. You guys never thought you would get tired of this stuff? People say, but it's not the movie quality. Not about the movie quality itself. Forget the movies. Do you care enough about this the same way you did 10 years ago? That's a question a lot of people got to ask. Does it deserve your attention opening weekend the same way it used to 10 years ago? That's fatigue. You're tired of seeing it. Not what's on screen. It's just not new anymore. It's not the most popular thing. That's how fads work, you know? With Superman opening earlier this month for the DC Universe, the film is now receiving competition from the Fantastic Four First Steps at the box office. One of the biggest months in the superhero movie genre for 2025 was always going to be July, with the DCU and Marvel Cinematic Universe squaring off with some of their biggest IPs in the same month. While James Gunn's Superman's movie finally brought the Man of Steel back to the big screen, Marvel Studios gave Marvel's First Family the cinematic treatment many have been waiting for in the Fantastic Four First Steps. As Superman has been out for a few weeks, many were wondering how the DCU installment would fare against the MCU's final 2025 movie. I even told you guys, DC has nothing to worry about when it comes to Marvel. You don't. Not even Universal should care. Why? Because Marvel killed their own brand. According to Box Office Mojo, Superman starring David Corenswet as Krypton's last son had a global opening with $217 million, emerging as one of the strongest openings for a DC film. For the Fantastic Four First Steps, the Phase 6 installment beat Superman's worldwide box office opening with $218 million. Yes, it beat it by $1 million, what you guys are praising. Oh my God, it beat it by $1 million. Wow, so crazy. $1 million it beat it. Well, fucking great, right? However, domestically, it's a different story, as the Fantastic Four First Steps had a $118 million domestic haul, which is where Superman emerged victorious. Superman had a $125 million domestic haul, with the DC Studios film beating Marvel Studios' 2025 film by $7 million. So both of them opened differently, bigger than each other. And that's kind of weird to say because, you know, that's how that works. 1 second, I was seeing this damn ad there and it was annoying me. While it's a very small difference from the Fantastic Four First Steps box office opening globally, it's still critical to remember that DC is still rebuilding its movie brand. Following several bad outings from the DCEU movie timeline, but that doesn't negate the success of Superman, which has now collected over $500 million worldwide. In the MCU's case, the Fantastic Four First Steps worldwide box office opening is a much-needed win for Marvel Studios in comparison to Captain America: Brave New World and Thunderbolts. Time will tell how things will go between the Fantastic Four First Steps and Superman, as the next couple of weeks will be crucial to follow. While the Fantastic Four First Steps global box office debut may have been slightly higher than the DCU Superman movie, which it should, I mean, it's hard to say. Superman should typically always be beating them, but this is the MCU, which is 37 films deep compared to a universe that just started. There's arguments for both. It's clear that the superhero genre is still popular with audience members, especially for IPs like these two. In the current conversation of whether there is superhero fatigue, the DCU and MCU films just prove that there isn't one. If there's not fatigue, then why is it a conversation then? I notice that people only do it when it's something that really pops off. But when it's really bad, people go like, oh my goodness, I'm tired of seeing this shit. If anything, Superman and the Fantastic Four First Steps prove that bigger titles still reach general audience members, as the Fantastic Four First Steps and Superman mark the final superhero films for 2025. It will be quite interesting to see how they finish their runs. And yeah, definitely looking forward to Supergirl. Can't wait to see all the hot fire sex scenes she's going to do in that movie.
Fantastic. It will be interesting to see where they top out at, because for all states and purposes, this is like the best card both studios have shown in a while. I haven't seen Fantastic Four, but from what I'm hearing out of like post Endgame stuff, it's pretty good. Maybe not like Guardians 3 good, but it's pretty good. Some people put it in like top 5 Marvel films. So, if these are real good, audience and critic score is great, just like Thunderbolts. It'll be interesting to see because is there is there a ceiling on superhero films now? Because it is interesting that both Fantastic Four and Superman got practically identical openings. Now, it is sounding like Fantastic Four is going to have a bigger drop on the second weekend. But what's interesting, though, is there's something about Superman that's keeping people going to go watch it. So that's interesting. I wondered what is so different. Like, Superman is a very happy film. So I'm interested to see Fantastic Four, because for some reason it's resonating domestically, but not overseas as well. And Fantastic Four is almost the opposite, but not nearly as drastic as Superman is. So it is interesting to see why one film is resonating overseas and one film is resonating well here, and figure out kind of like what's going on. I know I watched Superman. It's a very positive movie in a time period where in this country doesn't feel very positive.
Yeah. And it's one of these things that you just said that really should be part of the conversation now. If there's not superhero movie fatigue, if we're going to believe that, but they have a ceiling now, some of them are just going to be capping out at this point, then that also means that these budgets have to come down if you're trying to make profit from them, right?
If the movies are now 500 to 800 million, they won't break that billion cap, then you need to keep the budgets no more than 180, $200 million, and keep the marketing down to no more than 100 million. And then you'd have like a 600 million would be your double, which would be your start of your success. But yeah, you really need to keep these down and keep these projects and be smarter with them and really start concentrating on quality, because it's like even our good stuff now is not doing as good as our good stuff used to be. And that's one thing I really worry about with Doomsday. If it is true, these rumors we heard about the budget, if it is true that the budget and marketing are going to be up to where it's like $1.2 billion, then that's $2.4 billion just to be considered a success. Or you would hope like that way. I mean, possibly Doomsday could not be a financial success, but reinvigorate the MCU in a way. So that could happen where it's kind of like Superman's not a billion-dollar movie, but at the same time, it's a very positive movie for DC moving forward. We could have that with Doomsday also. It could be like kind of a shot of adrenaline.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, that's going to be a big hit for Marvel. Like, imagine if it only went like 1.2 billion and their budget and marketing was like 1.4. Like, that would be, that would be tough. That would be a tough one to try to keep Kevin Feige his job.
Fantastic Four box office week 2. The Fantastic Four First Steps box office projections for the second weekend. Based on available information, Marvel Studios' film, The Fantastic Four First Steps, is projected to earn between $40 million and $45 million during its second weekend, according to Deadline. This represents a steeper decline than initial projections or predictions, potentially reaching as high as a 66% drop from its opening weekend. Comparison to other superhero films, the potential 66% drop is similar to the second weekend decline seen by Marvel Studios' film Captain America: Brave New World, which experienced a 68% drop. However, it is a harsher decrease than the 56% dip experienced by another 2025 Marvel Studios film, Thunderbolts. In comparison to DC Superman, which premiered earlier in the summer, The Fantastic Four First Steps is facing a larger drop. Superman saw a 53% decrease in its second weekend, earning $58.4 million after a $125 million opening. As of August 1st, 2025, Superman has earned over $527 million globally. Initially, projections for the second weekend of the Fantastic Four, The First Steps, were more optimistic, ranging from $45 million to $52 million by Variety and $45 million to $55 million by Box Office Pro. However, these The latest estimates suggest the film is tracking below those initial forecasts. By the end of the second weekend, the Fantastic Four First Steps is expected to be close to or slightly above $200 million mark domestically. The film's theatrical run is still ongoing, and the final box office performance will depend on its continued holding power in the coming weeks. So we're going to see the fully updated numbers as we wrap up this video. So the Fantastic Four First Steps domestically opened at $117 million. Current domestic gross is $158 million. Internationally, $99 million.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting.
This is actually doing worse than what Superman did internationally.
Yeah, so both films are not being well received overseas. Well, 99 is good. So it's just not as good as it used to. It used to be international was higher than domestic.
Yeah. Superman, as of us recording this video right now, domestic opening, $125 million. Domestically, it's pulled in $302 million. Internationally, it has gotten a little bit better since the last time we looked at it. $225 million for a grand total of $527 million worldwide. So Superman's definitely doing better right now. Also, it did release 2 weeks, about a week and a half ahead. But keep in mind, guys, Superman's week 2 was solid and it kept earning money. I don't think this movie's going to outdo Man of Steel. Man of Steel did $666 million worldwide when it was all said and done.
I think it will.
I don't know, man. I mean, give or take how long they keep this in the theater, I
think they're going to keep it in the theater a long time. I think it's going to it's not going to go to that whole early where you can buy it for like $30 or rent it for $24 on on the streaming. It won't do that for a while. And the way its drops are very positive. Like it's tracking, it's not going to make as much as Jurassic Park, but as when you're talking about percentage drops and rewatchability, it's tracking better than Jurassic Park did at the same time. So it is a very positive motion for this movie. So I think it's going to be, I think it will be Man of Steel. I really do. I think it has the legs to do it. Fantastic Four, though, what's really interesting is Thunderbolts was a film that was critically and audience scored high. Fantastic Four has more name brand characters, and it's both critically and fan based very high. But why the massive drop? It's getting a 12-point lower drop or higher drop than what Thunderbolts did. So it's like the word of mouth is not working, or people are just tapped money wise to go see movies. Maybe with the way things are going with life right now, I'm not 100% sure, but it is interesting that you would think Fantastic Four would track better than what Thunderbolts did. You would think so, but it's
like a betting man would even tell you that. Yeah, Fantastic Four movies should do way better at the box office than,
especially since it's good. Like there's no excuses why it shouldn't be. It has
brand,
a positive
brand
buzz.
damage, fatigue,
yeah,
caps, all that's setting in now. Superhero movies are just not lucrative as much as they were 10, 12 years ago. It's just how it is. We started seeing these numbers drop off really, really hard early 2018, if I'm being honest, actually, or pretty much when that Justice League movie came out. You really saw the numbers really, really get bad. As far as
that was the backbreaker of the DC or DCEU was that Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
That was really the camel, or that was the death ring of Snyderverse.
Oh God! As an inside joke, someone, because people posted the non-makeup pictures for Doja Cat and Sydney Sweeney. Some girls said they look the same. No, they don't. One looks like a hideous gremlin alien xenomorph. One looks like a normal white girl. They do not look the same in any context. But nevertheless, so what do you think, man? What are your final thoughts? Marvel's MCU fatigue is set in. I don't even know what kind of fatigue we're going to be on. We're going to be on MCU fatigue, DC fatigue.
Well, MCU is facing a loss of the goodwill, and it's still affecting. We wondered if it was, and it's kind of showing up now, especially with the second weekend drop, if that does come to fruition, and if the overall is not very high either. If it tops out just a little bit higher than Thunderbolts, and that's not going to bode well either. So it is definitely showing that loss of that goodwill. It's kind of like if you have a restaurant and you hire a shitty cook and all of your regulars stop showing up, you're going to have to hire a good cook, and it's going to take, you're never going to get everybody back. And that might be another situation they're facing now too, where, like I was dead set, like, okay, if I'm going to watch one movie out of the 3, I'm going to watch Superman because that's the one I was excited about. I might go catch Fantastic Four now, especially since I'm on the show and I want to talk about it. So I want to go start watching stuff that even if I don't care about, I might go watch just so I have talk. But it's like, yeah, it's just, this just shows how much that brand damage can hurt you and how much it could be to the point where Marvel will never get to where it was before.
By putting out even known characters now. That's what I mentioned earlier in other videos we talked about this kind of stuff. What if they did so much brand damage to the point where even known characters are even hurt because that is just not enough to get people to come back?
Yeah.
That's when basically what is only Spider-Man movies and Avengers movies going to make them money now? Like they're talking about X-Men, and it's like, if X-Men faces what they've done in the context of how much brand damage they've done to themselves, and then you move to a point where if their biggest IP, X-Men, is not doing good numbers, they're just, it won't be like they're failing technically. They would just be really stagnant. Like, why can't it not pass these numbers anymore? Well, you did that to yourself by putting out, we're talking about, guys, almost 4 years worth of ass movies. Not just movies, TV shows too.
That's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so if Doomsday is good, and then Secret Wars is great, also kind of an end game kind of situation, and then they do the reset.
Black Panther 3.
We'll get a new Black Panther.
Oh,
we'll get the X-Men will show up. We'll get another Fantastic Four. It could lead into a very positive momentum, especially with the momentum if DCU and James Gunn keeps up with the quality. If Supergirl's good, Wonder Woman's good, working up to his Justice League, Marvel could kind of draw off of that if the buzz starts popping up again. But will they ever be as popular as they was before? Because even Superman is another film that we both like. A lot of people love. Barely any kind of people, mostly it's like really disingenuous when you hear people that didn't like it. Even people who didn't like it thought it was at least fun. So it's like, and it's not breaking box office records by no means. Like what we're happy about, it could possibly break 600 million, which I think it will now. I think that one article said it was already at 547. So yeah, it'll probably end up breaking at least 600 million. I'm being very optimistic about it beating Man of Steel, but still though, it's like it is wondering now, is there a ceiling on how well these films can do? And if there is, you're going to have to see a massive readjustment in how Marvel does things. And James Gunn's going to be very careful with those budgets on how he's doing this stuff. If he keeps the budgets proper to the projects, like if Clayface is a $50 million movie that makes 300 million because it's a horror film, then that's a huge success. If he can keep doing that, if Marvel can stop doing the balloon budgets to keep it down, they can make a very lucrative deal out of this if they have a $800 million cap. So we'll have to see how it goes here for the future. Yeah, we'll know here in the next couple of years for sure.
Yeah. Hopefully both movies do well at the box office, but yeah, the MCU did it to themselves by putting out 4 years worth of ass.
Yeah, just putting out garbage after garbage. Quantity over quality.
TV show angle didn't help them either, which probably also added to people not liking the MCU when we were stuck in the fucking house and we had to watch garbage shit like WandaVision.
Well, what's crazy is if Peacemakers is good and if Lanterns is good, James Gunn is essentially doing what Marvel should have done. Like what Marvel tried to do, James Gunn's like doing it and being successful at it. Now that's if these are good. I think Lanterns is shaping up to look really good. I really love the actors in it. And I love Peacemaker. So Peacemaker season 2, I'm excited for. I like the stuff that's coming out. But this is what Marvel wanted to do, was have good movie, tie-in TV series that are good and people are like watching. But instead they just pumped out a bunch of crap because they stopped having quality control. And they really hurt their brand all the way around, you know?
Yep. But Superman beating Fantastic Four was definitely on my docket. I said, got nothing to worry about with the MCU. Given their recent numbers at the box office worldwide, I wasn't even sweating it. It ain't even close, baby. That's what we always say back in the day. Yet. Joking. No, it's really not close. Marvel's fucking cooked. Literally, only Spider-Man and Avengers movies are going to bring them money. If X-Men, when they make
only
that,
Spider-Man and Deadpool. For Avengers movies cost them too much.
Yeah, so like, if as well wrap this up, if X-Men, when those movies do come, barring the jokes I made about it before in the video, if that comes out and that doesn't make the money, you just ruin your whole brand. At that point, that's the final nail in the coffin. But then again, who knows? Am I a top G or am I the ultimate Riz Master? And I definitely have hot sex with my wife. So thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you've not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I am MSK, aka Master Swag King, and we're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Goodbye. Peace. All right. That's going to wrap it up here for tonight's show. I have to bookmark some shit on Twitter for other videos we had to do. Give me 1 second here. So, Lunchbox Warren, what do you have planned coming up that you would like to let the audience know about?
This Sunday, Draw Stream. It will be good. It's back. I took a break last weekend because I was tired and cranky, but now I will be fine this week, and I'm back to working on Pages of Sig and Joe, working to get that first graphic novel arc done so I can start promoting that. Once I get that done, the 4 issues combined together with special features will be a 220 plus page book, probably closer to 250. So I will, it's going to be a nice big thick book, essentially my first 4 issues of my ongoing series, and I'll be very excited. I'm excited to get that one wrapped up because that's kind of been like a college course for me, if you will, trying to learn how to do this stuff. So it's kind of a big moment coming up once I get issue 4 done. So that's what I'll be working on this Sunday. And it looks like I'm going to have some days off from my day job.
What are those? What are those days off? Yeah.
With those, I'm probably going to try to do some gaming sometime this week too. So I might start Batman Origins, Arkham Origins, or I might keep playing the Ninja Turtle game, but I might pop up on YouTube doing some game streams.
Who knows? Maybe we'll start a show called Warren Cast where you guys are going to have just sci-facts on. Not sci-facts, Jesus Christ. Oh, my goodness, Lord. Labs Comic Fan. Jeez. We need the Green Arrow and Green Lantern team up. But if Warren was ever on a rooftop shooting arrows at people, I think we would know it was you.
I don't want to be the Green Arrow. Out of all the people in the DC, you make me the rich philanthropist archer guy.
White guy? Oh, sorry.
Geez.
Sorry. Don't want to be you want to be the regular motherfucker who flies a plane.
I don't want to have powers though, because I think I would be a villain if I had powers. I think if I was Superman, I would be ruling the planet by the end of the week. It would be bad, I think.
All right. So for those guys who don't know this stuff, I'm gonna just go over it tomorrow on my show with Laps Comic Fan. I've had some changes to my work schedule, so there's gonna be changes to not the streams themselves, but like days and stuff. There's nothing truly significantly worse that's changing. It's just I'll go over it tomorrow with you guys on that show where I can just start off the episode talking about this stuff. But yeah, so Saturday I have the show with me and Lats Comic Fan, 7:30 p.m. PST, and then after that, Sunday, depending on how I feel, if I'm tired or feeling good, we're gonna have another episode of the Cloud9 podcast, or I'm just gonna stream League. We could have both, just depending on how I feel, because Sunday's very busy and I can be very tired or not tired, or dead or not dead. Monday, I have Mondays off still, so we're gonna have the MSK show. We might have it earlier in the day now, moving forward, and I have to see how the rest of the week plays out because my schedule did change. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the MSK show. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Make sure to
See you
like
guys later.